Welcome back to Gabriella's Thoughts. Today I'm talking about episode 4 of Little Souls and Big Feelings. This has been a series that I've been doing for the past 2 months or something, but I've released 4 episodes about and I've concluded the series, and this is officially the last video that comes with this episode. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for participating in my series that I've created and that I have feel so passionate about this type of being this thing that I'm doing, I feel so passionate about it, and this video is about habits and lessons and how your mood are children's guides, and the way you show up actually guides them and teaches them about your own way of being. So, in a nutshell, I want to tell you children are sponges and they absorb everything that they see, and they become until a point where they actually realize they have free choice and they can become better or worse than what you have been and that you have shown them as the person that is the caregiver or their parent or whatever. So I've come to the realization that we don't realize how much children absorb everything, and it is very subliminal. It is not in your face how they absorb things. It's really something that you need to think about, because I remember being younger and literally absorbing my parents' energy and like thinking this is how it is, so I'm going to reflect that. It's the same way how racism isn't taught. It's I mean isn't something someone is born with, but someone is actually taught, you understand? And that is really like a belief system that we pick up on, and we become it in a way based off what we have seen and the guidelines that we know and that we are brought into this world with. And that is genuinely not in our, like, obviously our, how can I say, a capability to change what we brought up in with. I think that that is basically a part of our journey and the things that we need to learn on this earth. But like, it's something that we can't be a victim to it, and we need to shift out of that to be able to actually help ourselves and realize that damn, like, my child or the person that I am reflects into my child. And yeah, I don't have a child, guys. I'm a caregiver. I've been a caregiver for 2 years now, and the stuff that I've learned, oh child, I'm literally realizing how children literally just reflect what their parents are. And if you are someone that doesn't actually show up for yourself, someone who doesn't take care of themselves, their body, doesn't nurture themselves, their mind, that will end up looking like something that is normalized to your child. And I mean, it doesn't mean that your child's going to be a bad person or something's going to be wrong with him, but I think because it's in your capability, you are able to show them a different route. And that's all what I'm about as a caregiver, and also the reason for this actual series was because I realized the power that you have as a caregiver, as a mom, even as an individual. You don't even need to be having children to be able to realize the depths of this, because you are reflected in everyone that you are going to meet, right? So everyone that you meet will be a reflection of the things that you're thinking and the things that you're doing and how you're showing up for yourself. But when you bring children into the equation, you realize that damn, they really are just sponges of reflecting everything that they were taught. The things, the minor things, how you talk to yourself, how you handle conflict, how you're handling stress, those are all things that teaches your child how you are supposed to do all those things. How are you even handling your own mistakes? I think we've grew so accustomed to sometimes being afraid to make mistakes, or like walking on eggshells because we're afraid to make mistakes. And I think that is something that should be really normalized. Damn, I let a bucket of water fall. Who cares? Like, have grace. Have a little bit of grace, for yourself. All those things are what your child is going to reflect one day to you, and also in themselves, even as they're growing up and they can't even express it. So your child is learning the interpretation of reality that you have. They are learning what is your meaning of reflection, how if you panic through certain things, they will realize that if you handle stress by putting things under under the mug, under the mat, then they reflect that and they learn that that is okay to do that. So remember that your child, and if you choose to have children one day, will always reflect how you are handling yourself and how you are showing up for your mental state, for you, how you're handling yourself in those times of tough and times of troubles. Like, I think it's always important to remain graceful in these things and to ask God for guidance. Most importantly is always asking God for guidance. I think that is your center and that is your grounding into yourself. You really need to find what works for you, ground into yourself, and go from there. That's why I'm very firm in how you take care of yourself. How are you grounding yourself before entertaining the world? And are you already a fixed person inside of yourself, and your cup runneth over inside of yourself to give to your kids, to give to your children, to give to the children you look after, to give to everyone that is an exchange of your version of reality. Yeah. So this is episode 4, wrapped up in a nutshell. Thank you for the conversation that you clicked here on this video. I pray that more blessings come into your life, that endless possibilities and opportunities, and the need to just grab it with open arms flashes over your being. More love, more life, more blessings. Goodbye.